Thank you. Good evening, Madam President, my fellow members, and we do not have guests today. You heard my evaluator, right? This is about my understanding of my leadership style and my identification with one of the styles. But before I do that, and before I bias your thoughts with my speech, I would want to ask you all, what do you think is my leadership style? Anyone would like to take a guess? Or what do you think is my leadership style? You have all been through this project multiple times, so you know the leadership styles. Anyone?
Democratic.
Thank you.
Friendly.
Okay.
A servant leader.
Okay.
Democratic, I would say.
Thank you. I guess those who are not responding are thinking, is he leader in the first place? So if you're thinking that, you're not alone. Even I used to think that way, or I currently feel that way. Not only that, moreover, I feel that this concept of leadership is overrated. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry is preaching leadership, and all and sundry want to jump on the bandwagon of learning leadership. But first, let's define what do we mean by leader. I believe a leader is someone who has a motive, who has an objective, but needs a set of people to act in a particular manner to accomplish that objective. Let's take an example. Say, if suppose Toastmaster Mukesh, he says, I want to be rich. He could be rich by simply sitting at home and investing in crypto. Then he would not require any set of people to work along, right? There is no question of leadership. But he says, I want to be rich by starting up an enterprise. Then he would require a set of people to act in a way to make him rich. Then there would be a concept of leadership. But Toastmaster Mukesh, in order to be rich, would also require good followers, right? But no one talks about followers. They all talk about being good leader. The leadership should promote followership, right? Take for an example, bureaucratic style of leadership. Our finance ministry is a perfect example. They want to extract money out of the entire 125 crore people, right? Finance minister is a big leader. So, someday they decide from October 21st, GST on corrugated boxes raised from 12% to 18%. You must comply with immediate effect. So, what are they telling you? You have to comply, you have to obey, they are demanding you to follow. Or you could take an example of pace setting type of leadership. A very good example would be production in charge in a factory. They would employ all tricks and techniques. They'll say TPM, Six Sigma, Lean, whatnot. They'll tell you everything. But the motive is to have compliance and extract maximum efficiency, maximum production. They want you to follow. So the point is, when leaders are demanding followership, why don't they preach it? If you're thinking Yash is going overboard with all of these followership, let me tell you, up till 22 years ago, this followership was celebrated in this world. A large part of this world was all into followership. They incentivized and promoted followership. They termed it socialist economy. But did I not ask you to identify my leadership pattern? I did, right? Because I'm looking forward to it. Why? There is a reason. All the followers tend to be used by other leaders, and many a times it happens they are used for an unfair advantage. Followership, if taken to a great extent, promotes stagnation and lethargy. On a personal level, I feel I have not being a leader has costed me dearly. So I decided, although I'm a follower, let's take a look what it takes to be a leader. And I attempted that psychometric test this project has to offer. Turns out, I've got democratic skills, as most of you rightly pointed out, and coaching skills. I have to improve upon authoritative and bureaucratic skills. Then I took a close examination. If I have to develop all those skills, what are these kind of skills and what do I have to do? precise noting of these things, I found that all of these skills are complementary. If I have to take, if I have to start an enterprise, to be precise, maximum growth would be achieved if I am authoritative and pace setter leader in the beginning. But the growth would be plateaued. To sustain the growth, I would need to set up systems, which means bureaucratic style. And not only systems, to stay current in the market, I will need team to be innovative. So I'll have also to adapt innovative style. This has to be then followed. Why followed? Because I cannot always be a leader at times that sucks in tremendous amount of energy. I would require my team to be a leader. So I would require affiliative and democratic style at the end. But all this while, I'll also have to look about welfare of the people, the team I'm working with, right? There, I would hence require altruistic style throughout the journey. So, as I embark on my leadership journey, I urge all of you to guide me, to correct me wherever possible, and help me become a very good leader. Thank you, everyone. Over to you.